Welcome back. We're doing some more Fate episodes once again, and this time we're doing Zetas. So let's have a look what we got here. We can go up to episode 4. I already checked, because we can't get further with episode 5. So, Prologue. Crimson Contractor.
When people ask me why I joined the society, I always give them the same answers.
There's something about her design that does remind me of Cagliostro. There's just similar elements to their designs, especially when you see the artwork for them.
To get my hands on sick weapons, because the work was fun, and because I like busting my butt and actually getting rewarded for it. Sure, the society talked a good game about spreading freedom and protecting the Sky Realm's peace, but it wasn't like I ever set out to be a hero. But hunting primal beasts with badass seal weapons? Sign me the hell up. Too bad there weren't enough weapons to go around. Only the best of the best become weapon contractors. Of course, I knew from the start I was contractor material. Wasn't long before I was making a pact with the Spear of Arves. What a hot little number. Now, did I feel bad for those who didn't make the cut? Yeah, a little. But I earned my position. And no one was gonna take that away from me. It wasn't about becoming rich or famous. It was about proving my worth. I don't like being undersold or underrated, you know?
Understandable.
Best part was, as a weapon contractor, I had dibs on the deadliest missions. And those were perfect for showing everyone what I was made of. And damn, did the society have its fair share of enemies. The worst of which was an evil coalition we simply called the Foe, who only seemed to care about sowing chaos. As soon as I became a contractor, I was thrown into battle with the Foe. Talk about out of the frying pan and into the fire. My orders were explicit. Eliminate on sight. There were some days when the bloodshed took its toll on me. But then I'd remind myself that these villains were out to wreck the skies. When I wasn't putting bad guys into the ground, I hunted primal beasts to gather their battle data. See, seal weapons aren't just good at taking down primals. They absorb their powers, too. That's what makes our vest so special. The more primals it crushes, the stronger it gets. Imagine how unstoppable I'll be once I supercharge this bad boy. So, to recap, my average work week looks like this. Slay foes and primals, get paid, then splurge all that cash on my days off. Look, if you're gonna work hard, you might as well play hard, right?
I mean, especially in your line of work. It's very dangerous. You need time to relax. Jeez. Right. The most freedom.
Before I joined the society, I used to lead a group of knights. It was all fun and games, until the local lord tried to adopt me as his daughter. I never cared for social status, and I sure as hell didn't want to be tied down by expectations. My life, my reins. So I said so long to my compatriots. Was nice knowing ya. But if playing by my own rules was so important to me, then why'd I throw in with the captain's crew? Well, I didn't do it just for funsies. My master plan was to have the crew members join the society too, which would have bought me a ton of brownie points with the higher-ups. But journeying with the crew changed me. I met people from all walks of life, and I grew as a person. I started thinking I'd be better off following the crew instead of the society. I'm a natural-born fighter. Maybe I could put myself to better use elsewhere. Because honestly, becoming a contractor wasn't my main reason for seeking out the society. In the end, I just figured they were the organization that offered me the most freedom.
The organization. Where is your story going, though? I feel like there's got to be something that happens. I mean, especially because we've got some kind of fight or something going on here. Oil and water. It may be this, because the oil and water, it's like they're separated. There's something different. It's like, No, something definitely happens.
So if it wasn't clear by now, I like doing things my way. Which brings me to a constant thorn in my side. Vasaraga, the annoying half of my two-man cell.
I can understand now why Stevie Bond down in the comments, you recommended I get these two together. It's like, yep, makes sense. Thank you for that.
Considering it was Drill Sergeant Ilsa who assigned us together, I figured she knew what she was doing. Yeah, no. Vasaraga and I gelled like oil and water. Did Ilsa really expect us to have good team chemistry?
I mean, I'm assuming they do.
I think sticking him with me was an attempt to keep him from going off the deep end. Only later did I find out he'd been through some pretty traumatic events in his life. It scarred him, both physically and emotionally. Maybe that's why he can be borderline suicidal whenever someone else's life is at stake. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for helping people. I'm just saying it's 100% possible to play hero without throwing your life away. I remember this one time when we got trapped in a life-or-death situation because of his screw-up. You should have heard the rage I was spewing. Know what he did next? He apologized, which just felt out of character coming from him. Like, even though it was your fault we're in this mess, don't just throw in the towel, man. Ugh, it was so frustrating. Who knew that big lug could be so sensitive?
Well, we do, because we've seen some of his episodes.
On the flip side, I can't help but be honest. I like what I like, and I hate what I hate. I don't want anyone getting the wrong impressions about me. I might say things that ruffle a few feathers, but I stand by my words. I can't take back what I've already said. Anyway, I'd rather be true to myself than be something I'm not. That's just the kind of gal I am.
I can respect that. More stats, that's what we need. Especially because you're in my group at the moment. Half-baked proposal.
It was good to be back in Seed Hollow after wrapping up another easy-peasy mission. Since my schedule was empty, I decided to hit up a cute little cafe for some much-deserved cake.
Oh, a lovely piece of cake. Although, I'm assuming you're having a piece and not a whole cake.
Hello there. Some little kid I've never seen before walked right up to me, his eyes twinkling with starstruck awe. He got down on one knee and said, "Will you marry me?"
Oh my.
Was this kid for real? Did he even know what he was asking?
For real?
You've got guts, little man. Tell you what, come find me in a decade or so, and then maybe we'll talk. I thought a gentle rejection would get him off my back, but I was wrong.
If you walk away now, you'll be making the biggest mistake of your life.
I knew better than to take the bait, but I had to admit, I was sort of curious.
He's determined.
Okay, hotshot, I'll bite. Why are you asking a total stranger like me to marry you? At least he had a good eye. Credit where credit's due.
Alright.
Because I know you're strong. You make stomping monsters look so easy. Oh, and you're really pretty too.
Wow, what do you know? A sweet talker.
And your spear is wicked cool. How many monsters can you shish kebab with that thing?
I should have known. Boys love the heroic stuff. 10, 20? It doesn't matter. The real prize is in hunting primal beasts. Oh, wait, you guys don't call them that. I meant primeval gods. I've got a soft spot for children, especially the ones who hang on my every word. You try ignoring the adorable little scamps. In any case, it seemed clear that this boy was genuinely head over heels for me.
So, how about it? Will you marry me?
Nope.
Aw, come on.
Word of advice, don't spring a marriage proposal on an unsuspecting woman. Catch you later, little man. Maybe we'll chat some other time.
Yeah, it's probably best to get to know them first.
I ruffled his hair and started walking off.
I'm not giving up.
The tyke knew how to dream big. If only a certain grumpy lug I knew had the same level of optimism.
He'll get there. Right, so A modest gift? Alright, let's get going then.
Oh, hi, Zeta. Fancy running into you here. You're just as pretty as the first time we met.
Now he's starting to sound a bit creepy.
I had started to wonder if I'd ever see the little heartbreaker again. Guess I got my answer. We talked for a bit, and I learned his name was Vaughn. I knew which question he wanted to pop, but I didn't have time to humor him today. A hospital in Seed Hollow was in dire need of medicinal ingredients, so it was off to Fondom for me and the crew.
Okay, gotcha. I understand.
Well, that was easy, considering how he kept pestering me. I didn't expect him to be so reasonable.
I know better than to get in the way of your job. I am a little worried, but I'm sure the monsters won't give you any trouble.
You got that right. I eat monsters for breakfast.
You probably do, don't you? Roast them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Aw, how sweet. The little doodlebug had total faith in me.
Stay safe out there. Come back in one piece.
I will.
No, that's a different series. This is Granblue.
As I left to meet up with the crew, I made a mental note to pick up a souvenir for my biggest little fan.
That's all this is about?
Sweet. I think that's everything on the list.
Good, 'cause this heat's killing me. Let's get back to the ship.
So this is just a get out of here quest? Okay. Are we actually going the opposite way? It feels like we're heading further in.
What the?
Holy. Could be a sign this place is ready to blow sky high.
Well, I'm not sticking around to find out. Let's keep moving.
Being boiled alive is bad enough. Now I gotta deal with wyverns?
I think the ground's slowly to the magma.
What? Screw these flying lizards! Where's the exit? Ow, hot! Can't go that way. Just grab ingredients, they said. It'll be easy, they said. This bites.
Oh, there's fire coming my way.
Fire spirits!
I'm sorry I ever set foot in this oven.
Get the invincibilities where I can.
Bora, Zeta.
That one didn't work as well.
One fell stroke. It's all
Couldn't dodge through it because I'd be dodging into a gap.
If we can get to that higher ground over there, that should lead us back outside.
Can you pick up the pace? The magma's rising even faster!
There we go. Keep going, keep going. So we are on a time limit, so running was the best idea. It's still rising, isn't it?
I think we're safe here. Maybe.
Man, I really worked up a sweat. At least we didn't lose anyone.
Grand Cypher's just up ahead. Come on!
You think we're safe here? Maybe. You have no way of knowing that. I mean, clearly we are, but that was risky. Alright then, mate.
What are the odds of bumping into a golem in here?
Who knew I had so many fervent fans? Thanks for making a gal feel loved. And to show my appreciation, I'm gonna turn you to scrap.
Way to fight, Red! Take that sucker down!
That's the plan. One pile of rubble coming right up. Okay, this definitely qualifies for hazard pay. Oh, who am I kidding? Probably won't even see an extra rupee. Now it's on.
Let's roll.
Come on, mate. Come on, you're almost done.
Close call.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, a level up, Poe.
Say your prayers.
There we go.
Hey, what's this? A piece of rock from the golem? I like the way it glitters. Might make a neat souvenir for a certain someone I know.
Aww.
Hell yeah! Score one for us.
Welcome back, Zeta!
Vaughn was the first person to greet me when I returned to Seed Hollow. He ran over to me like an overexcited puppy.
Look, I got you a rock.
Here, I got you a little something for being good.
Whoa! This rock is crazy! It's all shiny and stuff!
I'm a pro at picking out gifts, if I do say so myself. After all, what kid isn't mesmerized by shiny objects?
Yeah, to be fair, when I was a kid, I had this like giant rock. It was sort of like I'm not entirely sure what type of rock it was, but it was big. It was a very, very sort of like dark grey, but it had these like veins of like a white other rock. I don't know, mineral. I don't know, but it had veins going through it, and it looked really cool. Don't know where that is now. Probably threw it away at some point.
Vaughn wouldn't stop thanking me. I honestly didn't think he'd like it that much, but in this case, I was happy to be wrong.
It's amazing how you made it out of Fondom without a scratch. You're a one-woman wrecking crew.
Can't argue with the truth.
Anyway, it's cool that you're being nice to me, but I don't mind when you play hard to get either.
What the hell, kid?
Huh? The nerve of this kid.
Are you blushing?
What? His confidence was respectable. Admirable, even. But seriously, get real, little man. Ugh, talking to you makes my head spin.
Does that mean you're falling for me?
You don't give up, do you?
No, it means I'm worried about your future. Years from now, Vaughn's gonna be breaking hearts left and right. Mark my words.
Damn, kid. I appreciate another sigil slot.
Hello there.
Very lovely. Well, that's us done with Zeta then. Can't carry on until we get through the story. It's got to be the next chapter, or this chapter that we're on, the final chapter. It's got to be the last thing we need to do. Some of these, because, yeah, it's like, what else would we need in terms of the story? It just seems to be the one here and there just blocking us, because there's not any others. Yeah, it's got to be the final chapter. It's got to be. It's got to be. Get that done, and then boom, we can do the rest. So, that's us done for this part. In the next part, we'll have a look at Percival here. Ta-da for now.